Greetings, Capricorn, and welcome to your divinely guided rune reading here for the week. Jumping in, we have in your energetic past the rune of Nalthis. This is that needs, constraints, limitations. Nalthis sounds like now this. So it's like you're going down this path and now this log is blocking your path. That's balancing kind of Libra-ish energies, maybe Gemini-ish kind of energies in your heads, your perceived wants versus your actual wants, your perceived needs versus your actual needs. And limitations, perceived and actual. All right, so this is balancing, being met with those and having to address those before you can continue. Now it's up to you to transmute that log across your path and make it into any rune that you want. You have that ability. In your energetic now, Capricorn is about your legacy. This is Othala. This is very stable energy that you build your structure on. So like you're building your tower, so to speak. And you're leaving a lasting legacy. This is about foundational work. You're maybe examining what's transitory versus what's perpetual, what's going to last a few years versus what's going to last 7 or more years, right? So making sure that you're leaving behind a lasting, healthy legacy for the world is in the energy right now. And a lot of us are really kind of facing that right now too, or coming to grips with a lot of it anyway. In your energetic near future, Capricorn, is the U branch rune of Awaz. And this is like the world axis tree of Yggdrasil. That's what the U tree is thought to be, is what the world tree is thought to be, is the U tree. And this is what they used to fashion bows out of back in the day. It had to be very strong, very durable, very flexible. And this is like you being the squirrel at the, don't mean to chuckle here, but I feel like this energy a lot too, so I can relate, Capricorn, because you feel like you're balancing the information between the head and the heart, the great condor at the top of the tree and the great serpent at the bottom of the tree of life. So this is calling you to be in the center, be stable, right? If you're picturing a yin-yang or something like that, it'd be like you're that dot in the middle, the very, very center where nothing meets, but they all meet, if that makes sense. So being flexible, being durable, you get that in your outcome. Having met your needs, constraints, limitations, and working on your foundation, you're learning how to be more flexible, more durable, tough, and being able to go with these energies a lot better, which is beautiful here for you, Capricorn. Usually you're kind of stubborn. A lot of people say that, don't get me wrong. I'm just calling it how I see it. All right, so in the energetic now is Radhol. Radhol is indicative of that change of house, spouse, or career, leaving behind stagnant energies, unhealthy energies, abusive cycles, things like that, and remaining in lockstep with divine flow. And this is still very grounded energy. Again, when the line is straight down, it's very grounded energy, but Radho has one foot constantly moving forward, being in constant step with flow. They're kind of in that influence. You want to be in flow, but you're also wanting to work in your foundation. So you're kind of maybe juggling those aspects within yourself. Greetings, everyone. I'm Eric with Your Essential Practice, and I just want to interrupt really quickly to thank you for all the likes, comments, and subscriptions. And even if this message does not resonate specifically with you, it may resonate for somebody else. So please go ahead and share that with them if you feel so inclined. Thank you so much. Namaste, and let's get right back into your divinely guided rune reading. All right, but make sure you're doing this in healthy ways. Let's get your advice for the now. Your advice for the now, Capricorn, is in Awaz. Awaz and Awaz. I sometimes mispronounce these two because they sound so similar to each other to me. All right, so this is the horse rune. This is indicative of like a pilgrimage energy. This is somebody who mirrors your intuition and your divine feminine, like emotional healing work. This is indicative of like, okay, so the horse is like man's best friend, right? So it's an energetic source that's proven itself to you time and time again through several instances. So that's how they know you, and like it seems like you're more intuitively connected. They know your emotions, you know each other's emotions, right? It's not just they know you, you also understand them to that extent. So this is calling for maybe that inner pilgrimage, that healing work with them, leaning on each other, leaning on that sort of building on that energy, or you could just be needing to pilgrimage to a spiritually recharging place for you. Get that inner clarity to remain in divine flow, maybe to find your divine flow, so you can leave behind that lasting legacy, so your legacy can endure, so your legacy can be flexible. I think this is maybe you going to a spiritually recharging place or a vacation or someplace where you can feel spiritually recharged. Okay, a lot of places, power places come to mind, like Stonehenge, Machu Picchu, things like that. For other people, it's just a simple vacation or a getaway, or it could also be interpreted as a meditation place. Like some people feel spiritually fulfilled when they go shopping. Very superficial, but that's just my opinion. But there are others who feel that as well when they're at sitting at the bottom of a tree, for instance, or maybe going swimming. All right, just take what resonates here for you, Capricorn. Leave what doesn't. Let's see what's in your energetic outcome for all of this. Heal divine masculine aspects, and the reason I say that is because you have fertile soil here that's successfully planting the seed. Either way you see this rune is correct for the Elder Futhark here. That's what I work with. I don't work with the younger or Anglo-Saxon variants. But this is the god Ing's rune, Ingwas. So this is having that seed successfully planted, coming from that place of knowing that it'll bear fruit. All right, knowing that you're going to be growing that flexible, durable tree. I think this is you adopting into healthier aspects of a relationship with yourself, with divine source, or with another counterpart. All right, but either way, this is going to lead to some very stable feeling energies. This is irreversible to the point where it's very like a stoic energy, like you are responding rather than reacting. You're coming from a very calm, centered, healed space. So you have these divine feminine aspects mirroring each other. Sometimes it can be a little wonky, okay? But you're gonna, in the long run, this is a good reminder too, we have aspects of divine masculine and feminine within all of us. But through this work together, working on yourself, this pilgrimage, if you're a loner out there, this is going to be very fertile territory that you are coming up upon, right? If you're going on that pilgrimage, very fertile territory for you to plant your seeds so you can grow that durability, grow your lasting legacy and your foundation. This is beautiful, beautiful stuff here for you. Now let's get a card of clarity from the messages from the Fairies Oracle deck. The fairies are divinely guided beings who also love to assist us in our journeys. So fairies, please show us clearly, what message of clarity do you have for us today, or for this week rather, for Capricorn? Fairies, please show us clearly, what message of clarity do you have for us today for the week for Capricorn? Let's get one card, please. How about one? Oh, yeah, you flipped one over there for us. Thank you. Thank you, and thank you. Patience, please. What you're asking for is coming about. Have patience, as there are unforeseen factors that need to occur first. Not the only one to get this card or the message of just being still and pause and patience here this week for this reading. So definitely going within, doing some inner work, inner spiritual recharging work for a lot of people is really what the message is for the collective, I would say. Now, this card again says, what you're asking for is coming about. Have patience, as there are unforeseen factors that need to occur first. Okay, Capricorn, the fairies manifest desires instantly. Whatever they think about also occurs immediately. So they understand why you may feel impatient when your prayers aren't answered the right way. This card is reassuring you that your desires are being worked on behind the scenes. Although you may not perceive those results as present, trust that things are moving in the right direction. You'll soon see and experience your desired outcome. Additional meanings for this card, Capricorn, are heaven has heard you and is working on your prayers, or what you're asking for is nearly at hand, or you'll receive the money you need, or keep the faith, stay positive, and continue affirming and praying, or your relationship with your soulmate will soon manifest. And finally, the last possible meaning for this would be wait before making a move on the topic you're asking about. Namaste, Capricorn. Have a blessed and abundant week.